Right now at 5, the woman accused of aiding an attempted homicide is in custody. And an Onalaska man celebrates his 102nd birthday.
We're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Emily Brown. Ken is off tonight. An arrest was made for a January 14th shooting on La Crosse's north side. The shooting occurred earlier this month at Newey's Vogue Bar on George Street. According to the criminal complaint, Tessa Haller was concealing a firearm in her purse, which her boyfriend, Linnell Carter, later used to shoot a victim in the leg. Haller was charged with attempted first-degree intentional homicide as a party to a crime. Her bond has been set at $50,000. The victim has recovered and is now in stable condition. Authorities are still searching for the shooter, Linnell Carter. Community volunteers woke up before sunrise today to count those living unsheltered. This biannual count is meant to determine how many people are experiencing homelessness. It's also a chance for nonprofit organizations to see if the services they provide are effective. Multiple organizations participated this morning. They divided into teams to scout different areas the unsheltered were likely to be. One Coulee Cap administrator says it's not about the head count only.
It helps us to be able to connect with them, let them know that there are people that care and want to provide services, and sometimes just putting that face to a name or a service or some help can really be beneficial to having someone come and receive some services and get some help.
Each team carries information sheets and hand warmers to pass out to anyone interested in the services different nonprofits provide. The next count will take place in July. President Biden visiting the Blotnick Bridge that connects Duluth, Minnesota to Superior, Wisconsin today. The visit comes as nearly $5 billion in federal funding is approved to upgrade the bridge and other infrastructure projects like it. According to an article by the Associated Press, more than 33,000 vehicles travel the Blotnick Bridge each day, but due to its decaying condition, heavy trucks aren't allowed to cross. With the new funding, Blotnick Bridge will be repaired and upgraded, allowing trucks to once again use it. The bridge will get $1 billion from the bipartisan infrastructure law. Well, Greg earlier today said it was pea soup-like outside, and I want to know what that exactly looks like.
An old saying that says it's just foggy outside that we kind of said when we were younger, but overall we're going to see those conditions continue probably through Saturday morning, but tonight's also the rain that's going to be the factor. At least southern areas will see it, so it's the rain and the fog really is the big picture. Visibility out there is now down to 0 or 1 mile in a lot of areas. Some of the few lucky ones are a little bit higher, but it's really going to be that dense fog tonight and that rain, and that's why there is a dense fog advisory across all the area with visibilities going down to 0 at times, right, like now we're out. There's also a special weather statement east of the area, kind of clipping our area. That's for also fog, maybe not quite as dense up there, but also slippery road conditions too. It's a lot of rain pushing up, just light mainly, but some moderate areas of rain towards Prairie du Chien. But as we look at some of the fog right there's Toma, we're down to 4 miles. We do have light rain. No issues to speak of with roads. They're just going to be wet for the time being, as we're not going to see there. A little bit more moderate range go down to Prairie du Chien, and visibility towards Dubuque in those areas is 0, but you can see the radar quite a bit more yellow down there with the rain. Overall, that's what we're kind of seeing tonight. It's just going to be the rain. The temperatures will stay in the mid-30s, so we're not going to expect to see any type of snow, icing conditions all the way through 10, 11 o'clock, but we do have more rain on the way through tomorrow, maybe a little snow. Unfortunately, the fog sticks around at least through Saturday before we maybe get some sun by Sunday. So I'll break all that down later.
It's going to be dreary. All right.
Yeah,
thank you, Greg.
Exactly.
Jurors in Michigan heard opening statements today in the trial of Jennifer Crumbley, the mother of the teenager who opened fire in his high school 2 years ago. She faces 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter for the students her son killed. It's the first case of its kind in the U.S. Elaine Keano is at the Oakland County Courthouse in Michigan with the latest.
Jennifer Crumbley didn't pull the trigger that day, but she is responsible for those deaths.
Prosecutors told jurors in opening statements they would prove Jennifer Crumbley knew of her son's deteriorating mental health and did nothing to help him. They also accuse her and her husband of gross negligence in allowing their then 15-year-old son access to a gun. Both face 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter.
They didn't do any number of tragically small and easy things that would have prevented all this from happening.
The shooter opened fire inside Oxford High School in November of 2021, killing 4 students.
Band-Aids don't stop bullet holes.
Defense attorney Shannon Smith began her opening statements quoting a Taylor Swift song. She put blame for gun access on the father, James Crumbley, and said school officials withheld important information about the shooter's mental health. She also promised Jennifer Crumbley would take the stand.
Jennifer Crumbley was a hyper-vigilant mother who cared more about her son than anything in the world.
The prosecution began calling witnesses, including a teacher who was shot.
Yep, so it entered here and exited here.
Jurors also heard from the school's vice principal, who found a victim in the hallway before coming face to face with the shooter. Prosecutors played surveillance video from inside the school as Jennifer Crumbley, sitting at the defense table, wept. Elaine Quijano, CBS News, Pontiac, Michigan.
The shooter pleaded guilty and is serving a life sentence. His father, James Crumbley, goes to trial in March. Early last year, many analysts were predicting a recession. That never happened, and new data shows the economy has remained resilient. A new report shows the U.S. economy expanded more than expected in the fourth quarter of 2023. Gross domestic product, or GDP, increased at an annualized pace of 3.3%. That's down from the third quarter, but better than the first half of the year. But the health of the economy is determined by more than just one number. Mortgage rates are slowly dropping from last year's highs, but are still well above pre-pandemic levels. The inflation rates has receded from 2022 highs. Prices at grocery stores and gas stations are down, but eating out and rents continue to climb at a strong pace. And even though employment has remained solid, we've recently seen a number of tech and media companies announce layoffs. Many Americans have mixed responses to the mixed results.
Even if you make a decent income, it's very difficult.
I think the economy is doing well. For me personally, yeah, it's going well.
I would say mediocre at best.
Right now, the Federal Reserve is rooting for mediocre, so spending slows and inflation falls further. Until then, the central bank is unlikely to take any action on rates when they meet at the end of the month. Parents may be able to save more on their taxes or get a bigger refund this year if Congress approves proposed changes to the child tax credit. Currently, if you have children under the age of 17, you may be eligible to claim a tax credit of up to $2,000 per child when you file your tax returns. That will depend on how much money you make. $1,600 of the credit is refundable, meaning you can get the money even if you don't earn enough to owe taxes. Under the proposal, the $2,000 credit would increase by the inflation rate, and the refundable portion would increase to $1,800 for tax year 2023. It would then climb higher over the next 2 years.
The proposed changes to the tax credit would really benefit the lower 40% of earners. And by some measures, we look at the numbers as they stand today, and it looks like 19 million American children who would have qualified under these proposed changes don't qualify for the full tax credit under the current system.
Now, the changes would result in an estimated $680 tax cut on average, but it's not clear if Congress will get it done in time for the 2023 filing season. A lacrosse man is dancing into his 102nd year on Earth. How he's proving age is more than a number.
At Dahl Auto, we've had customers ask, why are your prices so low? The simple answer is, we price our pre-owned vehicles to sell. When you're shopping around, we want you asking, why are their prices so high? Dahl Auto.
Hey man, thanks for holding my beer.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks guys. I'll be here all night. See that?
What?
Hey, what's up? Not much.
I'm gonna need another beer. I swear, you're everywhere.
Yeah, man, I've been busy.
Transform the look of your kitchen with big savings from Menards. Countertops are the center of a home, and Menards carries a great selection, from elegant to everyday options. And with easy installation that you can do yourself, with durability that will last you from crayons to calculus. Transform everyday spaces into gathering places with custom craft countertops. Now at Menards, laminate countertop is on sale, starting at just $7.49 per square foot.
Save big money at Menards.
As a student, an abortion was the right decision for me, but the Supreme Court took that right away from us, a right we had for nearly 50 years, and the attacks haven't stopped. Extremists in Washington are trying to put care like I received out of reach, and politicians like Congressman Van Orden are trying to ban abortion nationwide. We have to stand up for our freedoms now, because these should only be our decisions to make. This is a fight for our futures. Stop Speaker Mike Johnson's extreme plan to ban abortion.
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza.
It's not an I thing, Dad. It's a we thing.
Get a large 2-topping take and bake pizza for just $10.99. Order now at papamurphys.com.
This adorable shelter pet wants to meet you and your family today. The News 8 Now Pet of the Week is brought to you by Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics.
How much time do you spend comparing prices on pre-owned vehicles? At Doll Auto, we're comparing prices every day, all week, all year, because we want our price to be the best price by far. Doll Auto.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
They say age is just a number, but for one resident at Brookdale in Onalaska, it's more than just a celebration. News 8 Now's Michael Germain was at the Senior Assisted Living Center for his birthday party and has the details. Good evening, Michael.
Emily, Robert Neverett has done it all, but today he celebrated his 102nd birthday with family and friends.
Happy birthday. We're glad you're with us.
Thank you. I really enjoy dancing.
Friends and family members gathered at the Brookdale Senior Living Center this afternoon to celebrate Neverett's birthday. It was a bittersweet moment where he shared some of his biggest accomplishments. Out of everything he's done, he still continues to keep dancing.
I danced all my life. And my first wife was one of the best dancers around the country. When she passed away, I kept right on dancing.
Neverett is continuing his wife's legacy, where he now dances with a lady from Lake City, who he says,
she's really a top-notch dancer. I can throw her out and bring her back in, and she'll dance all the way back in, and boy, she is good.
But that's not the only thing that Neverett has accomplished in his life. He's a former World War II veteran where he went to school to become a gun mechanic. He adds that during the war, he was sent to Germany. His daughter, Alita Peterson, shared that her grandma lived to be 108. She adds that he is trying to outlive her.
It's really fun to watch him and all the other seniors also that enjoy that dancing.
More cake. And if you want to share, we'll take a piece.
Now, Peterson always adds that it warms her heart to see her father continue dancing. She adds that last Sunday she had a thrill watching him enjoy himself. Emily?
Oh, thank you, Michael. Seems like there's longevity in that bloodline. Good for him, and he needs to keep on dancing. Boeing CEO is on Capitol Hill answering lawmakers' questions about the safety of the planes, the fallout, and next steps for the company after a door panel blew off mid-air.
And we definitely got the fog, the dense fog through Saturday. We'll finally hopefully see the sun maybe by Sunday, but we have rain in the forecast, no snow, and I'll break down when we might see 40s next week and maybe even 50. All that coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Ashley's 48-hour super sale is happening January 28th through the 29th. For 2 days only, shop in-store for exclusive deals on living room favorites delivered right on time for the big game. Plus, pay 0% interest through January 2029. Only at Ashley.
Hold on, I'm coming. You didn't tell me you were getting McDonald's.
Buy a sausage biscuit, sausage McMuffin, or sausage McGriddles and get one for $1.
Ho-Chunk Gaming Black River Falls presents Matt Stell. Don't miss this multi-platinum country artist live February 16th. Matt Stell with opening act Mason-Dixon Line. $35 tickets include $15 free rewards play. Available now on Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss Matt Stell February 16th at Ho-Chunk Gaming Black River Falls. Must be 21 or over to attend.
Army National Guard soldiers have the option to train and learn skills in the trade fields. Skills that can lead to employment at home as well. Find out how you can learn a trade and serve part-time for your community and country by visiting NationalGuard.com.
Showplace Cabinets. Complement your new tub or shower with appealing cabinetry from Showplace. Made in America, Showplace Cabinetry is built to last with features and styles to fit your home and family. Coordinate your new tub or shower, your fixtures, flooring, sink with your new Showplace vanity. Visit our showroom to see the many possibilities from Showplace. Designers to create a plan and board store carpenters, plumbers, and electricians to do it right. Showplace Cabinets and the Board Store. Your winning combination. Get started today.
Okay, so I'm not sure I could even talk about this, but US Cellular has a new deal where you can get any phone for free. Seriously, wow.
You're so right. That's a totally awesome deal.
I know it's not my business, but I just had to tell you.
My business sense says that's a great deal.
Yeah, maybe we should all keep this to ourselves. No selfies.
Excuse me, it's work. Talk to me.
What a boss.
Get any phone free when you switch to US Cellular. US Cellular, built for us.
Ashley's President's Day Preview Mattress Sale is here. Right now, you can get early access to Mattress Hot Buys, your choice just $6.99. Plus, save up to $1,000 on select mattresses. Visit your local Ashley store or ashley.com to shop the President's Day Preview Mattress Sale today.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
Boeing CEO Dave Calhoun returned to Capitol Hill, facing questions and concerns about the safety of his company's planes. Boeing ordering a safety stand-down today, pausing production of its 737 MAX aircraft at its Washington facility near Seattle. This comes more than 3 weeks after a door panel of a 737 MAX 9 blew off during an Alaska Airlines flight over Oregon. The airline says an inspection afterwards found loose bolts on many of its Boeing MAX 9s. Senators are calling for congressional hearings after a Boeing whistleblower who's testified before lawmakers before raised questions about the quality control.
He has a real ongoing multi-year problem at Boeing of quality control issues, of a failure of their safety culture, and that he needs to fix it.
Former Boeing senior manager Ed Pearson says he's not surprised by the incident earlier this month. Boeing says it's cooperating fully with the FAA and will work closely with our airline customers as they complete the required inspection procedures to safely return their 737-9 airplanes to service. Well, slushy and gray, and it seems like that's not going away anytime soon. Let's send it over to Greg for more details on our weather forecast.
No, it's definitely not going anywhere time soon. If you want to get out of the fog, pretty much the whole entire Midwest is under this fog because of the snowpack and warm air. Actually, if you see some of the green area, that's river flooding because of the combination of snow melt, warm temperatures, and then water on top of it, rain falling too. So dealing with a lot, but it's pretty widespread with the fog across most of the U.S. right now. We're going to break it down for tonight. We still got, if there's 3 different areas to look at. South of I-90, we have periods of rain, maybe even moderate rain as you go further south. The dense fog, if you're between 90 and 94, it's light rain this evening, then I think you might see a break after that and more just drizzle and fog overnight. And if you're north of Eau Claire up to Ladysmith, a lot of it's just going to be dense fog and drizzle, not in a way of much of rainfall actually we see it to the ground. For tomorrow, it's a little bit of change. If you're north of I-94, fog, drizzle, maybe even a few flurries, cooler air gets in, but that'll continue probably through Saturday morning. Between I-90 and 94, that light rain may turn to a little bit of light snow towards Toma and Sparta areas towards the end, very light. It's a remote possibility. Fog continues for Saturday morning. And really for south of I-90, that should be south of I-90, light rain continues into the afternoon. Once again, fog through Saturday morning. Really, it's the fog is going to be the big issue. Now, for the rainfall, as you notice, south of Eau Claire, really, this is where the bulk of it's going to be, and it could be a little bit of moderate rainfall as we go through tonight. As you wake up tomorrow morning, south of Eau Claire, especially south of Black River Falls, it's going to be a wet AM commute. Notice the temperature is still overall above freezing, so we're not expecting any snow or ice precipitation going on for the morning commute. Once we get closer to about noon, you'll start seeing the back edge start to sink a little bit further south towards La Crosse. I think by afternoon hours, we'll start seeing more just drizzle, a little bit of light rain for La Crosse. Areas to the north, more just the fall continues in the afternoon. And then you start seeing maybe a brief changeover. This will be just a small chance this might occur here towards Friday afternoon. If it does happen in eastern areas, it's very light. It's a brief period in wet snow. Notice the temperature still in the mid-30s, so snow-wise for the roads, it should be mainly wet, even if it does happen. So go to Friday evening, most of the precipitation will be done with, but we're still going to be dealing with dense fog, likely through Friday evening, Friday night, and all the way through Saturday morning, and eventually, hopefully, we'll get out of it. Snow-wise, I mentioned that change over to snow. A lot of it's further east. This will be kind of slushy, wet snow, and once again, roads should probably be wet, even if that does fall, given just the temperatures will be in the mid-30s. Now, we look dry next week, but there's a little bit of a change in the system. We got a little system that's going to dive south maybe Monday night and Tuesday. Right now, it doesn't look that impressive coming through, but we might see another rain shower or snow shower come Monday night and Tuesday. So we'll keep an eye on that to see if that causes any issues for Tuesday morning. Otherwise, next week, big picture is we got a system to the west, system to the east, and we're in between with warm conditions really for the whole entire week. It's probably not until Friday that we start seeing some rainfall, or even Saturday, so it's going to be quite dry and mild week. But for tonight, mid-30s, wet conditions, fog in a lot of areas, especially further south to go for the wet conditions. Waking up tomorrow morning, wet for most of the areas south of Eau Claire. If we go up north of there, dense fog will be continuing for all of the areas, and finally we'll see that precipitation taper off through Friday afternoon or evening. Fog continues through Saturday, potentially maybe Sunday, and the sun comes out with a better shot of seeing that next week, with temperatures at least towards the second half of next week or towards Groundhog's Day. Could be in the mid-40s, maybe even warmer. So once again, yeah, Groundhog's is next Friday already.
Out. You are so excited about that holiday.
For meteorology, it's the best holiday, of the year.
That's true. That's a good point, actually. All right, how much time would you spend on a costume from Sex and the City? For one super fan, there's no price too high. How much this tutu sold for after the break.
Friday on News 8 Now this morning, we're talking with La Crosse's Breakfast Club for a new segment we call Foodie Friday. Sounds pretty good, doesn't it? Have a great Thursday night. More News 8 Now is coming your way after the break.
New windows can give you a whole new view of the world around you. Call today for a prompt free estimate from the Board Store Home Improvements, 782-8877.
For a state-of-the-art after-sales experience for your Audi, other high-end and European vehicles, there's one place to go, Maury's Audi in Onalaska. Highly trained Audi-specific technicians will take care of your vehicle while you wait in an exclusive cafe and lounge. Schedule today.
News 8 Now and the Co-op Credit Union are taking part in Chase the Chill.
Chase the Chill is a project across North America that provides warm clothing to people in need. Scarves, hats, and gloves are hung on trees in parks with notes attached to them, letting people know they can take them.
Co-op Credit Union and our community are conducting our own Chase the Chill campaign from December through February.
Together, we can keep our community warm this winter.
Donations will be accepted at the Co-op Credit Union location in Onalaska.
It's happening this weekend. The King Furniture 72-hour mattress sale with incredible deals on the most comfortable mattresses. Take 10% off every mattress in our store. Plus, get 12 months interest-free financing. Get your choice of a plush or firm Therapeutic Hybrid Queen mattress for just $9.99 and get free delivery too. The King Furniture 72-hour mattress sale this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday only.
Celebrate the new year in style with your home improvement company. Make 2024 the year that your dream bathroom becomes a reality. Enjoy up to 40% off your entire bathroom project installed in 1 day or less. And enjoy zero interest, zero payments, and zero down until 2025. Our certified professionals will ensure a worry-free installation backed by material and labor warranties. Hurry, this offer ends soon. Call now to schedule your free consultation. Your home improvement company, where it's your home made better.
When your vehicle needs service, go to Maury's VW in Onalaska. Competitive rates and highly trained automotive technicians will have your Volkswagen or other domestic vehicles back on the road. While you wait, feel the friendly, upbeat, and engaging energy flow of our service lounge. Schedule today.
Telling the stories of our community. We're always on and where you can find us. News 8 Now. Expect more.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Sex and the City fans, listen up. The iconic white tulle skirt worn by Sarah Jessica Parker in the opening credits of Sex and the City just sold at auction for $52,000. It was featured last week in a fashion-forward auction from Julian's Auctions, according to the website. Before the HBO series 1998 premiere, the Sex and the City costume designer found the skirt in a bargain bin in Manhattan's Garment District for just $5. At auction, the skirt was only estimated to fetch between $8,000 and $12,000. There's no word on who had the winning $52,000 bid. We'll have one more look at your weather forecast when we come back.
We've done many renovations. We bought an old house and have made it into an up-to-date house. Whenever anything involves plumbing, the first call I make is to Maxwell White. Their technicians put together a great final product.
It's the Power Up Reclining Sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. On top of sale prices, when you power up your recliner, sofa, or sectional, there's special financing and free delivery. For the most comfort control, upgrade your recline with adjustable headrest and adjustable lumbar, all at the push of a button. At Drury's, you'll find Lazy Boy, Stressless, and Flex Steel, all our top brands, and all on sale. Special prices, special financing, and free delivery. It's happening now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
If you've ever grilled, you know you can count on propane to make everything great. But did you know propane also powers school buses that produce lower emissions that lead to higher test scores? Or that propane can cut your energy costs at home? It powers big jobs and small ones too. From hospitals to hospitality, people rely on propane, an energy source that's affordable, plentiful, and environmentally friendly for everyone. Get the facts at propane.com/now.
The top-notch teacher is really important to our organization. You know, our family's been giving back and our team for 5 generations, over 100 years. Because our mission statement is to keep people moving. And as I think about the greater La Crosse region, our teachers is what keeps our kids moving, what keeps our community moving. And so it really aligns well with what we're about at Dahl Automotive, giving back. Our teachers are just so important, so if we can support them in any way, then that makes a big difference.
Spectrum Mobile brings you our best deal to start the new year. Now you can get unlimited mobile for $15 per line. Switch to Spectrum Mobile Unlimited for just $15 per line with no added taxes or hidden fees and no contracts. Save over $1,400 for the first year. Call 855-231-7007. Spectrum Mobile includes nationwide 5G and the fastest wireless speeds with unlimited talk, text, and data. Switch to Spectrum Mobile Unlimited for just $15 per line. Call 855-231-7007 or visit a Spectrum store near you.
Whether it's a bathroom remodel or comprehensive plumbing services, we at Maxwell White strive to keep our neighbors safe and comfortable in their homes, offering honest, upfront pricing on every service, all backed by a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Call Maxwell White today.
The 8000 Plus app. Stream on your time.
Coming up tonight on News 8 Now at 6, Wisconsin's underage nicotine sales are on the rise, and health experts say a legal loophole is to blame. News 8 Now's Allison Fergut breaks it down for us.
All right, the dense fog is out there. A lot of areas are down to 0 miles visibility, and the rain too tonight, so it's going to be wet, foggy night. We'll have wet conditions continue through tomorrow. Fog still off and on, probably through Saturday morning, maybe extending into Sunday morning, depends on how things play out. A little bit more sun next week. We may have a slight chance for a rain or snow shower Monday night and Tuesday night. And then conditions beyond that look warm, mid-40s, maybe get 50 by the time we get to Groundhog's Day.
I'm glad I went skiing this past weekend then.
Yep.
All right, we'll see you guys at 6.